Hey everyone, welcome back to Workflow Wednesdays. Dylan here again, already at week 6. The weeks are certainly flying by, and we look forward to delivering more content as time goes by as well. But this week, I'm taking you through part 1 of our recording use case. As you can see right in front of us, 7 nodes, short and concise and simple to set up. I'll walk you through that configuration throughout this demonstration. This quick example demonstrates an inbound call that's transferred to my personal cell. What we're going to do is we're going to not answer it on purpose and allow the call to go to voicemail. We're simulating this voicemail. We simulate that with the recording node. We'll show you that configuration shortly. And the idea is then we want to prompt the caller to leave a message, and once that message is left, we want to send that to a webhook URL that we have maybe somewhere else listening on it, and that will provide us the details of the caller's number, their name if associated, if they have a caller name associated with their number, the recording URL, and the unique call control ID of the call itself. So again, left-hand side starts it all off with the inbound call. We have our voice application selected in here, and that voice application is assigned to this number. So this is the number that I'm going to call within Flow's workspace using the Run Workflow button on the top right-hand side. Afterwards, we will want to answer the call. When we answer that call, we use the call control ID that we have received from the inbound call initiated webhook here, which gets passed through and executed. We're using a global prefix, by the way, on the inbound call node. We're not adding the data lines together because this prefix will have access to all of the fields that this webhook receives from this trigger. So it makes the graph look a little bit cleaner. You can see there is one data line that's passed along here from the recording start to the post. We'll talk a little bit about that shortly. So once we get to the transfer, I wanted to go to my personal cell phone. Of course, I want to make sure that the caller's from number still shows up as they're trying to reach me. I want to make sure that their number gets passed through. If they have a name, we'll send that through as well. Very, very simple to set up. Again, if the transferred call then is hung up, so the transferred side is another call leg. Right, the first call leg is that inbound call leg to our phone number, and the transferred call leg is another call leg. And what we're doing here is we're listening for the call that hang up webhook event. When Telnyx sends us that, only then do we want to issue the speak command. The speak command here gives you the ability to specify the voice, which there are many. Make sure to check out the different voice options here. In this case, I'm using Telnyx's own. Kokoro, text-to-speech, American female is the voice type. We'll listen to that shortly. And inside the configuration itself, the payload, what do I want to have the caller hear? In this case, it's just that Dylan can't make it right now, leave a voicemail after the tone. And once we get the speak ended webhook, that means we can start recording, right? Inside the recording node, we'll want to play a beep, and then we can specify the recording format type and whether or not we want to have single channel or dual channel. So once the call recording is saved, typically at the end of a call when the call is hung up, Telnyx will send a webhook again to Flow, to this workflow that we've created, and we will be able to access the data in that workflow. In this case, what we're going to be interested in is the recording URLs and some other information from the inbound call node, like the caller's number and whatnot. And then we'll post it. So we will post it using our HTTP client node. We'll post it to a simple webhook site, webhook URL that I have, and these are the body parameters that I'm including. So call control ID. Again, this is coming directly from this node. Recording, likewise, these are the dynamic variables that we use to access the information. So I say information. Maybe I want to do open bracket, and again, I can go through any of these fields which are available from the call recording node. And of course, once we post it, once we send that information to our webhook URL, and that could be an application that you have on your side that's listening to it. The idea is that this is where we get the link to the recording, and then we can click into the recording, download the file, and listen to it. And then of course at the end we'll want to hang up. So let's get going. We're going to start at the first node again, inbound call. We're going to run the workflow, watch the events populate on the right-hand side.
I'm sorry, Dylan can't take your call right now. Please leave a message after the tone, and he'll get back to you shortly.
Hey Dylan, please give me a call back as soon as possible. Thank you for your time. We hang up. As you can see, what's really, really nice in the interface is that as each node progresses, as each node executes, we highlight the node in green. So visually, you can understand at what point you are in that call flow. We can see that the last hang-up node is also green. So we've reached the end of our workflow. Likewise, we can see on here on the right-hand side that all the nodes have been processed and executed, and we can also go into them to see what information each node has outputted. And again, this information has now been posted successfully to my webhook, and what I have then is access to this recording URL, which once I click into, I'm able to download that recording file, access it, and listen to what the caller had to say. So this is the end of part one. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, we'll dive into a little more advanced use case, got some more nodes involved. We'll walk through some voice AI assistants and talk about it from a call center perspective. So thanks for your time. Take care.